we're actually going to walk through the process of getting set up with Crowdcast. I'm going to show you the various features, and we are going to start a live show on Crowdcast that will then be broadcast through Facebook Live as you're seeing. So first thing you want to do when you come here is you want to go ahead and sign in. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in with I believe I'm signed in with Twitter. Let's just go ahead and take a look here and make sure. Yep, I'm here. And immediately once you're signed in, you could see the events that you've visited, that you've conducted on the left side, and events that you have visited on the right side. One of the things that I really like about the Crowdcast team is that they do a weekly town hall. They're very engaged with their audience, and this is not in beta. This is a site that's been around for about 2 years now. There's not currently a mobile app, but I would imagine they're working on that. But every week they come out and share with their followers and their customers what they're doing, and they want to know what it is that we want. Now, the beauty of being a paid service, as Crowdcast is they have to listen to you. It's not like it was with Blab, where they could listen if they wanted to, and they would spring things on us overnight that would, change the way our graphics looked, or it would remove functionality or what have you. So I'm gonna be sharing some of why I'm choosing Crowdcast over the others. But the first reason is they've been at it for a couple of years, which means it's a very stable platform. One of the things that we struggle with at Blab is the instability. Now, we couldn't really complain because we weren't paying for it. But with Crowdcast, you can complain if you're paying for it and it's unstable. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to the main page. Let me go back here, and let's just take a look really quickly at the pricing model. First of all, you can get a 7-day trial to any of them, okay? And you could either pay by the month for these plans, or you can go annually and they'll give you 2 months free. So basically 12 months for the price of 10. Let's go from right to left, starting with the starter. Okay, the starter is $29 a month. And remember, with the coupon code that I'm giving you, JoelCom, you can save 20% off of any of these plans. Okay, so the starter is $29 a month. And that means you can have up to 50 live attendees. 5,000 people could sign up for your show, but you're paying for those that are there at the moment. So this gets you 50 live attendees, and then for every extra attendee at one time, it's 50 cents. Now, I'm going to show you when we set up a show, you can limit the number of attendees. So if you buy a plan and you don't want more people there than what your plan allows, so you don't have to pay a premium, you can limit it to that. There's a great scarcity model to that, because if you do sign up a lot of people, you can say, hey, I've only got room for 50 or 150 or 500, depending upon your plan. And if they don't make it there in time, they don't get to get in. So you can do an unlimited number of sessions, and you could do ticketed events. All the processing goes through Stripe, and you're able to connect your Stripe account within the interface. I'll show you that as well. You get support via live chat. You can record all of your crowdcasts, and you can create an event series. Okay, so that's the starter pack. That's $29 a month. The light pack is $49 a month. It gets you the same amount of live attendees. All this is the same right up to here, but it also gets you event analytics. Now, these are really cool from a host perspective, and I'm going to show you event analytics when we get into the interface here. You also, and this is the thing that put me over the top, with everything else that I liked, it's the reason I'm willing to pay a premium for this, is you get Zapier integrations. And Zapier lets you basically connect just about any application you have to Crowdcast, so that when somebody signs up for Crowdcast, an action can take place elsewhere. In my case, I believe it's essential, especially with Blab going away and not having collected any of the data on the followers that I had. It's essential to collect names and email addresses. And so, as you'll see today, when you sign up for the Crowdcast that we're going to go live on here shortly, it asks for your name and your email. Well, with Zapier integration, I can connect Crowdcast to Aweber, which is my email autoresponder service. You can also do it for MailChimp, Constant Contact, GetResponse, and any number of others. So that means when you sign up for a Crowdcast, you're also signing up for my mailing list. Now I have a way to keep in touch with you and keep in contact, whether I'm using Crowdcast or any other platform. Okay, so Zapier is a huge, big deal. It's massive. If you're a marketer, and you want to build your list via your broadcasts, you got to have it. Some other services allow you to export data, but that's not opting them into a list. That's just exporting the data, and it's you have to do confirm double opt-in to do email right. Otherwise, you can get in trouble with can spam rules. Next up is polling data. I'm going to show you how you can do polls in voting. Unlimited numbers during your Crowdcasts. And you could also do email and data export. The next level up is the professional level. That is $89 a month. You get everything that we showed here, except you get up to 150 live attendees now. Okay, that changes. And your price per extra live attendee goes down to 30 cents. And finally, the business plan, which is $195 a month. You can have up to 500 live attendees. You also get technical support via the phone. I've needed support a couple times. Cy and his team are there that are there to help out. And yes, when people are signing up for your mailing list, you still have to send them a confirm email. And so that's what I do, and you'll see how that works when we bring you in here. If you need a bigger custom solution, they can handle anything. In fact, I was told that they did a broadcast that had 30,000 people in it. This is a professional level tool for doing professional grade broadcasts, okay? So we are signed in now, and you've seen the pricing. Let's go ahead and jump in to the dashboard. And what I want to do is I want to show you first a past show, okay? So if we click on this one here that I did on Thursday, August 11th with Michael Stelzner, we had 129 users. That's people who registered, not all of them showed up. And I click in here, what we have is the replay page. Now, I'll show you how we upload a banner so that you can go custom with it. And there's a lot of cool features here we could do post-broadcast. But the replay is here. Yes, sir. And live and on the air, we are. I'm back. Look at the quality of this. Let's go to where we have... go to the app. Let's see if we have a thing where there's more people on. It might have just been me and Mike the whole time. Here we go.
I did. I accidentally clicked something.
Look at the quality of the picture.
I clicked on those little symbols off to the right, and then it took me away.
It's really great. By the way, next to me in the upper right side, that is Cy. He's one of the founders of Crowdcast. Super nice guy. Been very responsive. Now you'll see on the right side, here's the chat. And what I really like about this is when you click load more at the top of the chat, it loads the whole thing. You can have the entire chat conversation. I'm still clicking. It was an hour show, and we had a lot of great conversation here. And there we go. So that's from the very beginning of the chat. This is the complete chat log right there. Something that Blab did not give us. It stopped after it went back about, 50 messages. Now, this is from the broadcaster point of view as my show. This is what I see. You'll also notice the URL up at the top. Well, actually, you can't see it because the way I've got it positioned, but the show is titled JoelCom 3. My next show, it's sequential, JoelCom 4, JoelCom 5, on like that. Now, I'm going to show you features here in a moment because when you click more, there's a lot you can do, but let me just scroll down and show you this. So there's 4 tabs that you see here as a broadcaster. The first one is questions and topics. So people can ask a question or suggest a topic just by clicking this right here. And as a broadcaster, I can click and highlight one of these. How do you suggest best using social media for marketing and relationship building? It's a great question. You see what just happened there? When I put that question up and I click to view answer in the replay, it goes right to that part of the broadcast. So look at this one. Will Instagram steal market share or prevent growth for Snapchat with their new stories feature? I'm going to click view answer. Watch what happens.
The younger side of the marketplace, where it's a solo individual broadcasting long extended times to audiences on these platforms that are platforms we've never heard of before.
As long as we're talking Instagram and Snapchat, the question that has the most upvotes below is, will Instagram steal market share or prevent growth for Snapchat with their new stories feature? What do you think? I think that is really, really cool, and people can upvote questions to be answered, and then you can pick them. Now, take a look at this too. Once the video has gone off screen, you scroll down so far, look what shows up in the upper right corner. The video is still going up here. How cool is that? Okay, now let's look at some of the other tabs, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Here's the polls tab. So I'll show you how to create a poll when we do a live one, but the votes are tabulated instantaneously, and you can kind of see the answers right here. I can download the export to this as well. Next, check this out, the Analytics tab. When I click Analytics, it crunches the data, and look at what we have access to here. First of all, this is the number of total participants. 129 people at least registered for the Crowdcast broadcast. 55 people attended live. Where were they? Well, here's where they were. Look at this. We can move this map around, and I can show you how many. There was 3 people in Oakland, 2 people in San Diego, 1 in Terrell, 1 in Killeen, 2 in Colorado Springs. We can move this map around and see who was with us in Europe. Somebody in London. I'll bet somebody in India was with us. Let's see if anybody in Australia. Yep, that might have been Chocolate Johnny for all I know. So we have access to that. That's just the beginning of analytics. Now, if we scroll down by date range, we can see the number of unique views, which is this bar right here, and the number of people registered. So we have that data. Now we can see the chat room. How are people talking? So the messages that they post over here are tabulated, and at the 5-minute intervals, you can see when the most popular time for engaging with the audience was. How cool is that? We can see where people joined from. 15% came from Facebook, 19% Twitter, 7% came from Google, 59% came from the email that I sent. Where did they visit from? Direct clicks, Facebook, mobile Facebook, a widget on Blab. Really? I'm not sure how that, maybe I posted a link over on a Blab. Click to load more so we can see where everybody came from. And look at the conversions of people that clicked to be a part of it. Pretty cool. And then it shows us by number of Twitter followers in order who the big Twitter players were. And finally, most active users. These are the people who are commenting and engaging the most. So Jason had 44 comments, and he was the winner here. Oh, and then there's one more. Users with the most popular questions based on the upvotes. So that's analytics. This is some really useful, cool stuff. Finally, if you click the Info tab, it'll show you the banner that I uploaded along with the description. And then over here, we can see the 129. If I click that, there's 2 tabs here, attended and registered. So we had 129 people register, and here they are. And I can email, I can export them if I want to. And then attended are right here. These are all the people that showed up for the event. And I think that is pretty cool as well. Also the sharing tool right here, click on this, and I can share via Twitter or Facebook or Google+. When you do this, it'll automatically embed, when I go to tweet this, let's see if it shows here. You can't see the Twitter pop-up window, but when you do, it'll automatically embed the image for that show with the tweet. And then here's your embed code right here if you want to embed a live broadcast or the replay. Those are all right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's set up a new event, which I'm going to invite you to actually participate in with me. This is going to be fun. Oh, wait, let me show you one more thing first. Under More, okay, look at what's here under More. First of all, I can edit the description if I want to. I simply click Edit, and I should be able to edit the description. Yep, goes to the page. I'm not going to do it at the moment because I'm going to show you how to set one up. But I can edit the description. I can add an additional 2 hours. Right now, your broadcasts are 2 hours long. We tested this last night, and it cut us off at just over 2 hours. You can add 2 hours more to the same event without creating a new one, okay? You can turn off chat if you want to. You can preview the registration page. And unlike Blab, where people just click to take a seat, you have to invite people to join you on screen. And I'll show you how that works soon. Email participants, make an announcement to notify people who have notifications turned on would get those. Export participants, duplicate event, add it to your calendar, archive it, reset the session video, delete the event, and most importantly, here at the bottom, download the video. Now, Blab used to give us an MP3 and an MP4. Crowdcast gives us an MP4, and if you want to just use it for an audio podcast, you can simply strip out the video and just use the audio. But I noticed last night when I did my Blab, within 60 seconds, if not faster, the replay was available and I could download it. So it's really fast and it's a great feature. They also create short links for you to use to send people to register for your show. You can't see my browser bar at the top, but there's a long crowdcast.io. So they've just kind of shortened it right here. All right, now if we click here, again, we can go back to My Events, and we could even go and see something that Crowdcast did. Here was their Q&A session from July 28th. And now I wasn't the broadcaster, so we don't have access to the analytics, but we have access to the rest of the material. Let's go ahead and do a new event, and some of you are going to get to participate in this, and I'm going to invite you to come on over and do that. So let's call this one Learning Crowdcast with Joel Comm. Okay? And we're going to do it now. I could set it for later, and by the way, you can set them. Look at this. I can set it to go to August 15th, 2018. You can set them as far ahead as you want to. There's no limit. Now, in the description, we can do this. So, want to learn how to use Crowdcast.io. I'm walking through all the features and functionality now. Also, I've secured a coupon code good for 20% off any Crowdcast.io plan. Follow me at, and I'm going to put my URL here. We're going to link this, com.us/. This is a short link, so I don't have to have their long link there. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to do a link, and I'm going to put HTTP, boom, like that right there. And I'm going to tell it to open in a new tab. Follow me there and use coupon code JoelComm when you select your plan for the discount. And I'm going to bold that like this. I'm going to grab it here and I'm going to bold it. And there we go. So, what's the visibility? Public or unlisted? We'll go public. Do I want it to be password protected? No. Is it a paid event? No. If I said yes, though, I can actually go in here and I can do a fixed or a sliding scale price. I can set the ticket price in whatever currency I want. And if I want to add a coupon to do a discount, I can do that as well. And everything will process through Stripe. Okay, now we can also do a cover. So if we click here, I can upload a custom cover, and I am going to open up my my Dropbox here and find my Live with Joel Com cover that we can use for this. I think this will work. I'm going to drop the file right there. There it is. Now this is really cool too. There's a place for a video trailer. That means if I wanted to do a little video to go with this, hey, this is Joel, and on the next edition of the Joel Com Show, I'll be interviewing, you can sign up now for free at, and give them a URL, and I hope to see you there. So if I've got that video on YouTube or a Vimeo or via Wistia, all I got to do is paste it here, and that trailer will show up on the page. I think that's pretty cool. Then we have the advanced section. In advanced, this is where you would limit seats. So let's say you bought the small plan that only allows up to 50 people at one time. You click yes, and you could say, I want to limit it to 50 seats. That way you're not going to have to worry about paying for any more than that. Or you can say, no. Do you want to add a call to action? What is it going to be? Follow me on Crowdcast. You know, I might say something like that, and then I'll put the link in here, http://com.us/Crowdcast. Or I could say, I could put in here com.us/Joel bonus, and I'll say, get 3 of my books for free. Okay, so now we got a link. Do I want to accept contributions? I can. I'm not going to. Do I want to send registration emails, reminder emails? Do I want to hide participants? Do I want to use a Facebook tracking pixel? I can do all of that. Okay, so now that we're ready, I'm going to create the event. And oops, I set the I set the date for 2 years from now. Let's edit that, shall we? That's pretty funny. For August 2018 or something like that. Yeah, let's change that. Let's go for, how about instead today? Let's go with today, which is the 13th, and the time is 2:27. So I'm going to set it for a minute from now. And so you can see what happens here. Now that it's ready to go, it tells me starting in 19 seconds. Now, actually, let me do this. Let me postpone it for a few minutes because I want to show you one more thing. Hopefully I can catch this before it goes live. Come on. Here we go. All right. Set it for 1 more minute ahead. Okay. So now it's 1 minute, 3 seconds. See here where it says prepare to go live? I can click that, and now I'm in the green room. Okay, and it's loading up the video right here. This is the green room, and I could invite people. So you guys, come on over. I'm going to paste the link. If you're following me on Crowdcast, you can see this, that you could see where I am already. But I just put the link on Facebook, and you can come over there, and you could jump into the chat room even though I'm in the green room right now. So for example, when I had Mike Stelzner on just this last week, he jumped on 10 minutes earlier. We talked in the green room, and when I'm ready to go live, then I can click go live. And you can see if I scroll down right here, this is the go live button. It makes sure your audio's good, your video's good. You could change your camera and mic, and as soon as you're ready, you click go live. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to click go live. This will start broadcasting. Are you ready? Yes, I am ready to go. And so now it shows on air, on live. And would like for some of you to come on over to this broadcast. Again, I put the link in Facebook so you can see it. And for the purpose of this, we're going to go ahead and move me off screen there. You don't need to see me twice if you're watching on Facebook as well. And we are officially on the air. So I know there's a little bit of delay on Facebook. So as you come in, then go ahead and say hi in the room. and let's bring some of you guys in there. All right, I see some. Now I can scroll down and I can see who's here. See, if I go right here, I see two numbers, and that's registered and live. So Maria's here, Rob is here, Leilani is here, and I can see as people are coming into the room when they're joining, and I think that's pretty cool. So it also shows who's attended. Dan popped in briefly. Maybe he had something going on. It shows people who have registered. Okay, Dan's here now. Great. Now, you'll see that the things that you can do here on your side, if you click questions and topics, somebody go ahead and ask a question down here, okay? And while you're doing that, I'm gonna show you how I create a poll, and I'm going to bring some of you in here in a moment. So if you want to come in, have your camera and mic ready so we can demonstrate this to those who are here. I'm going to go ahead and click create a poll, and my question is going to be, what do you think of Crowdcast.io so far? And the answers are, I love it. It looks pretty cool. I'm going to add another answer. Not sure yet. I'm not a fan. Okay, so I've got 4 responses there, and I'm going to click add this poll. Now, when you go down under the video here and you click polls, you'll see it. Go ahead and vote. And you're going to see that as you vote on this poll, it's instantly going to update. Right there, see the bars moving as people are voting? Everybody please go vote so we can see the bars move. So it's instant polling, and it's got a really cool graphical interface so that you can see the answers right there. Okay, let's see if anybody's put in a question or a topic yet. Great, here we go. So Dan, can I invite you on screen to discuss this with me? Okay, great. So you see right here, I can answer this question there, but at the same time, I can click to invite Dan. Am I sure I want to invite Dan? Yeah, I think Dan's good to invite. We can go with this. So now look right here where it says invited on screen. It shows that he is accepted and he's connecting, and I could remove him at any time if I want to. Also notice my call to action is right here. Somebody try the call to action button. It should launch another window out into another website where you can get my 3 ebooks for free. All right. Hey, Dan.
Hey, good afternoon. This is awesome.
Yeah, isn't this great?
It is. It is. So I use Zoom.us extensively for private coaching and consulting. So I'm just wondering if I need to, because the polling feature is awesome. I mean, it's better than the chat feature on Zoom.
Yeah, I like Zoom for doing a webinar.
Right.
Some of the one-on-one, it's good for that too. But this is that plus the ability to do shows and have analytics and have email exports. So it kind of goes beyond what the functionality of Zoom tends to provide us with.
Right. Zoom it saves it MP3, MP4, and all of that good stuff. But I also liked, and I was watching on my iPhone, but I was more interested in the quality of the video that you were showing for the one you did with Mike last week.
Yeah, it is really solid. Now I want to show this right here. When I'm done answering that question, I just click done answering. Okay, so now it's showing here as an answered question on my tab. And if anybody else wants to put in questions, you can. As I demonstrated before in the replay, if you click show answer, it will drop to the point in the broadcast where I clicked answer question. I think what would be really cool, and I believe they're going to do, is put it where the question shows on screen as well.
Very nice. This is good. I see myself at least doing the entry level. And figuring out if it works for me.
Yeah. Now let me show you guys something else while I've got you here. Let me pull up just another site. I think this one will do just fine. Now you can see now this is the broadcaster dashboard that you're seeing if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching as a guest, you don't see all of the same features. But what I see is not only the ability to invite people on screen, but also to do screen share. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to pick my Amazon.com window, and now you can see that you can do 4 spots on here like Blab, no more. I think more than that really kind of gets out of hand. Now it's really small, but if I mouse over the window, you'll see that I can do full screen on it. And Dan and I can still talk, right, Dan?
Yeah, that's awesome. That is really neat. I
Yeah.
like that sharing feature.
So we can't see each other, but we can have a conversation while we are shopping here on Amazon and getting our hands on an easy button, right?
Exactly.
That was easy. Oh, there's my button right there. There's the ka-ching button. Do you know people buy these every day, every single day, and we sell them for $19.95. It might be the most expensive button on Amazon. And I discovered that there's no difference between how many people will buy it for $14.95 and $19.95. So I sell them for $19.95.
That's very sweet.
And then I can click this to unfocus it, so we're back, and I can click the X to take that off completely. Now let's load up here with 4 people. So who else that's here can I invite to join us so I can show you?
Joel, real quick. So yeah. I see there's a screen share extension also on this side, so you can allow others to screen share?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, you want to install it.
This, but you have to. Okay.
No, that just did it. Go ahead. You can do it again.
That was my second. So that's my second monitor here at the desk. So that's for my daughter's wedding in May.
Oh, congratulations.
So, yeah, still paying for it, by the way.
Yeah, the rest of your life, one way or another.
Anyway, very nice. So if somebody you're talking to, you need to interact, and you say, "Well, show me what you're talking about." Boom, you've got it.
Exactly. You can pull it up really quickly. I think it's a great function to be able to see. So let's see. Rob asks, why are you using ManyCam here? So if I want to, it makes it easy for me to go ahead and switch to another camera. Also, if I don't want to do a screen share, but I do want to show a particular file, for example, one of our models modeling our Do Good Stuff t-shirts, which are available right now at teespring.com, actually com.us/shirt. Then I can pull up that image easily rather than doing a screen share of an image viewer, which will show the bars around the window. So they don't have a simple way to do that at the moment, but it does work. And so I'm done answering that. I will click done answering. Can we get anybody else? I'd love for 2 more people to jump in here on screen so you can see what it looks like with 4 up, because right now I've got the letterbox because I'm using ManyCam, and Dan's on the full square, but I want you to see what it looks like when we get 4 up here. So Rob, can you join us? Leilani, can you jump in here for a moment? I know we've got some other people here right now. Would love for you to demo this with us. Just say the word. Now, one of the things this doesn't have, unless they have notifications turned on, it's not like Blab in terms of, hey, I just went live and everybody can see that my show is on. You want to drive people to it, get them signed up, ideally get them on your mailing list, and notify as you're going live.
Actually, Joel, I hit options and hit notifications on before you actually went live, and I did get a screen.
You did get it.
Yes, I did. Yep.
Okay, I'm asking in Facebook for a couple more people to come in here. I really want to show what this looks like.
And it took about 15 seconds for everything on the hardware side of my PC to resolve camera and microphone. and I had to pick and choose real quick. So that was a little bit of a delay on my end.
Well, and notice that we have no glitches going on here. I've seen no disconnects. I've seen no, robotic breaking up of voices or video where people are dropping out. As I said, these guys have had time to work through this, and they've built something that is really, really stable. Let's check it out.
This is neat.
There's the poll right there. And let's go ahead and pull up the analytics. So 6 people, including 2 overseas there, and somebody's in Montreal. And where's this one? Who's in Grand Forks? Who's in Overland Park?
That's me. Overland Park.
That's you. See, we see you right there. And we can see where you guys came from. And Marie, you got 805 followers. So you can log in with Facebook or Twitter. So obviously it's only tracking those that are logging in with Twitter. You're on vacation in Manila. Excellent. Let me show you a couple other things here. When you mouse over somebody who's on screen, see their name shows up at the bottom? Look what happens if I roll over it. Oh, this is how I can follow Dan right there. There's his bio and his photo, and I am his first follower now.
Congratulations. There's got to be a prize or something, right?
Well, this is what we get for doing this on a Saturday afternoon. People are out enjoying the weather. They're with their families, so we don't really have an opportunity to get 4 up here. But Dan, any further questions?
No, this is great, Joe. Yeah, I'm running out the door to an appointment myself, but I wanted to jump on and see this because I love Blab, and I met you through Blab, and I met Stelzner. I met a whole bunch of people that are now I would consider influencers and impactors for my business. I met them on Blab, and I loved it. So I'm
fantastic.
Sorry it went away.
Well, thank you, sir. Glad you're here, and I know we'll see you back again.
All right. See you later. Thanks.
Excellent.
Bye.
So you guys can clearly see how this works here, and I'm going to jump back over as I end this broadcast to show on Facebook. So for those of you watching on Crowdcast, of course, please do follow me. I'm going to end this here, but I'm going to keep going and showing you what it looks like after the show is over as I'm broadcasting on Facebook Live. So all I do is I click Stop Broadcast. Bye. Okay, now the show is over, and the first thing they want to know is, how did your event go? Well, I'm going to thumbs up it, and I don't have any feedback that I want to give, so I'm just going to skip that. Recording will be here shortly. Hang out in the chat while we prepare the replay. Those of you that might still be in the room, you could actually keep chatting here long after it's over. It doesn't close off. Look at that. The replay is already up. All I got to do is click I am ready to go. There it is. It's done. Now, if I want to download it, all I got to do is go to more, and I can click download video. Now, what I didn't do is announce to my followers. I did not send out notifications for this. I could have done that. I knew we were going to be brief with it. It was going to be a short tutorial, and I'm going to put this video up on YouTube for people to be able to watch how to use later. But I can download the video, which I'm going to do. If you click on profile in the bottom left, it shows this is my profile page. So I can change my cover photo here. I can change my bio. My picture here, it shows me how many followers I have, how many people I'm following. If I have upcoming events, they'll show here. And all my past events, will show right here. The other thing that I want to show you, and I need to just hide this for a moment because I think my credit card info is in here. When I go down to the bottom left and click settings, there's 2 tabs that you can see here. One of them is plans, and the other one is email templates. I am going to click email templates, and then I'm going to move myself back out of the way again. And this is really cool because you can customize the emails that the people who are going to see your show are going to see. There's basic templates for registration confirmation right here. for reminders that your event is coming up in 10 minutes. And for those who pre-register for an event, you can customize any or all of these just by clicking Edit Your Custom Email. And we've got some variables that you can add here, and you can put HTML in it if you want to, and then save the changes, and you've got a customized email that is ready to go. All right, that is going to be a wrap. That is Crowdcast.io. I'm a fan. While I'm not promising that I'm going to be here forever and use it forever, because I am looking at other platforms, it is the right solution for me right now. Shop around the others and see if they're better for you. But as far as I'm concerned, Cy and his team have won my trust. And if you go to com.us/Crowdcast, you'll come to my page where you can follow me. And then, if you'll use the coupon code JoelCom, all one word, whichever plan you select, apply that coupon code, and it's going to get you 20% off your monthly or your annual fee. So it's a good deal. It's a solid deal. I love what Cy and the team at Crowdcast are doing. Watch for me to have more shows coming up shortly, and of course love to see you there, and love to hear your comments, etc., and so forth. All right, you guys enjoy your day, do good stuff.